the basira. Remember, we have basar, eyes. And the eyes are also followed by the hearing, the sight, and the touch, and the smell. But then the second kind of vision or understanding is al-basira. Al-basira stands for what? It stands for al-qalb, for al-ruh, for al-nafs, for al-aql. All these things, basically they constitute basira. If you only judge things and see things from only one way, from only depending on your eyes and on the physical vision, you will never get the truth. You have to actually do the physical vision and the metaphysical vision in order to see things. Like, I'll give you examples because we don't want to get too philosophical. The sky outside. If you go to the sky after the clouds clear, and you look at the sky, with your eyes, what do you see? The color of the sky is blue. But as you all know, that the true color of the sky is not blue. It's black. But there is some gas there in the atmosphere that gives that bluish reflection. So if you judge based on what you see, that the sky is blue, then you're making a mistake. You did not get the truth. You didn't even get half of the truth. The sky is not blue. One. Another example, so we make this clear. You walk on earth, you drive, you fly, you take the ship, and you see earth is flat. It looks to you flat. And if you judge that earth is flat, you're sadly mistaken because science has proven that earth is oval. It's round, not flat. Even though your vision, and if you touch, and you feel and you smell, it kind of tells you it's flat. It's not flat. With us. One more example. Earth that we're living in right now, everybody lives in apartments, everybody lives in houses. You have always these landscape, you have green, you have grass. You go out to the Tennessee mountains and you see all these waterfalls, beautiful greenery, peaceful. And when you see and hear and touch and feel all these things, what do you think? Oh, what a peaceful place, earth. But of course, if you think that earth is a very peaceful place, you are very sadly mistaken. Why? Because if you go down deep just a little bit, the crust of earth, the earth is like a ball, and the crust is very thin. The thin layer that covers earth, deep inside of earth, is a boiling magma, thousands of degrees. They can burn anything. And all it's waiting, it's not really peaceful at all. All it's waiting is for what? Little hole in the crust, and you have a big volcano that erupts and covers places and spaces and countries. Destroys everything. Waiting for what? إِذَا زُلْزِلَتِ الْأَرْضُ زِلْزَالَهَا. I know you have all these levels, all these layers of earth, and sometimes cracks happen, they shift, and then what happened? This shifting is what? Zilzal, earthquake. Allah tells you about that. إِذَا زُلْزِلَتِ الْأَرْضُ زِلْزَالَهَا, start shifting. And then وَأَخْرَجَتِ الْأَرْضُ أَثْقَالَهَا, and earth, what? Surfaced. What is inside of earth has surfaced on the ground. وَأَخْرَجَتِ الْأَرْضُ أَثْقَالَهَا, and then human beings and all these news and all these people are saying, what's going on here? What happened? And all of a sudden, you hear what? يَوْمَئِذٍ بِأَنَّ رَبَّكَ أَوْحَى لَهَا. This is what happened. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave it the command and the story. So it's not that far away from us. But I want to get back to you that because you see it's flat or you see these greeneries, don't be fooled. You have to have, you now with your metaphysical vision, you can see that earth actually is not as it seems, it is actually oval. Really everything. I'll give you another example. The tree. And you look at the tree with your eyes, and you see, mashallah, okay, the tree has the stem, and has the branches, has the leaves, has the fruits. That's what you can see. Is this the whole tree? For sure not. The most important part is absent. You don't see it. It's the roots. But you don't see that. And if you make a judgment that the tree is only the stem and the branches and the leaves, then are you getting the truth? No. You're getting half the truth. And the problem is sometimes half-truths are what? Are worse than untruths. Because why? It's based on a false conviction. The tree has the roots and then has a stem. This is the problem, dear brothers and sisters, is that usually things in the world that we see have always two sides to them. A side that we can see with our physical vision, which means our eyes and our senses, and a side that we cannot see with our physical vision, but we can see with our metaphysical vision, with our soul, spirit, and heart. Al-qalb wal-ruh wal-nafs, wal-aql, and the brain. And you can only get a complete picture of things, and you can only get the truth if you can have both. If you have one, it will not be enough. And here's another example, maybe makes it clear. What we think about life. When we talk about life, what are we thinking? What is life? Being born, working, having an education, going to school, doing this, doing that, having a family, eating. This is life. But we have what? We have taken the most important part out of our lives, which is the akhirah. Basically what we say life is now is just restricted to the dunya. But we left the akhirah. Why? Because we see the dunya every day with our eyes, with our hands, with our ears, and we feel it and we touch it. But we kind of, since we don't see the akhirah sometimes with our ears and eyes, then we kind of disregard it and we restrict life to the dunya. But if someone makes a judgment that life is only the dunya, what's going on here? Half of the truth. And half the truth are more dangerous than untruths. Because they're not getting the whole thing. This is not the whole thing. This is only a continuation. This is only the beginning. Really, the akhirah is what matters. And just like the tree, and I want to take you back to the tree example, just like the one side of things that you do not see is more important than the side of things that you see. The roots of the tree dictate what kind of tree it's going to be. The roots of the tree determine what kind of color this tree has, what kind of shape this tree has, what kind of fruits this tree has. If the roots of the tree are bad, the tree are bad. If the side that you don't see, you don't believe in, or it's bad, then everything else is bad. If those people who don't believe in the akhirah, then the dunya is bad. Because the seed is bad. It's a continuation. Disconnecting this world results to what? Results into living, considering life as only dunya, and taking out the other part that is much more important, that determines the future of life. And not only the future of life, it determines the presence of life. Your belief in the akhirah, and your iman, and your amal salih, determines your life right now, the second. Not tomorrow. Not after you die. Determines it today. Therefore, I will take you now to this conclusion. Eyes, the physical vision, is not enough by itself. The eyes, the ears, and the touching, that's not going to be enough. The physical vision. You have to have the other vision where you can use your heart, you can use your mind, and you can use your soul. This way you complete the entire vision. Allah Jalla wa Ala tells us this in the Quran. Tells us that the eyes by themselves don't make any difference. And here's the ayah. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. لَهُمْ أَعْيُنٌ لَا يُبْصِرُونَ بِهَا. Allah is telling us about people. لَهُمْ أَعْيُنٌ, they have eyes. لَا يُبْصِرُونَ بِهَا, they don't see in it. How? They have eyes. Allah did not say they're blind. See? Here. They have eyes, but what? They do not see with it. What don't they see? They don't see the truth. Their eyes are 20/20. Another ayah. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. وَتَرَاهُمْ يَنْظُرُونَ إِلَيْكَ وَلَا يُبْصِرُونَ. He's telling, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he's telling him, you see them looking at you, يَنْظُرُونَ إِلَيْكَ, which means looking at you, وَلَا يُبْصِرُونَ, and they don't see. How can they look at? Here is not telling you they have eyes. Allah is telling you they are looking, so you don't say maybe they're blind. Here Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling you they have eyes and they're looking at you and they still can't see. You see? Tells you that eyes by themselves, because they're only using what? The physical vision. Seeing is believing, this concept. Therefore, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us in the Quran Kareem, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, إِنَّهَا لَا تَعْمَلْ أَبْصَارِ. الأبصار ما تعمل. In other words, the eyes are not blind. So you don't think that these people were blind. Allah is telling us in the Quran, which means the eyes are not blind. Their eyes are not blind. They can see. If they go to an ophthalmologist or optometrist and they get that eye check, they 20/20. No glasses needed. ولكن إنها لا تعمل الأبصار. Al-Absar is very strong vision, very healthy vision. ولكن what is blind then, oh Allah? Al-Absar, the visions are, the eyes are not blind. What is blind? Al-ayah continues, وَلَكِنْ تَعْمَى الْقُلُوبُ الَّتِي فِي الصُّدُورِ. But the hearts that are here are blind. Referring to the basira. Al-Basar is healthy, but the basira is blind. The basira is represented by al-ruh, wal-qalb, wal-nafs, wal-aql. This is blind. He sees